This is the only car in my lineup that you have to be invited to buy. And if you're one of the lucky few, it will set you back £450,000. It's got a 12-cylinder, 6-litre engine, giving over 660 horsepower. It does 217 miles per hour and tips the scales at a mere 1,365 kilograms. So to the Enzo, named after the great man himself. Not difficult to see where the inspiration came from for the front styling. Plenty of Formula One clues inside too, with paddle gear shift, lots of dials and buttons on the steering wheel, adjustable pedals and carbon ceramic discs. Unlike Michael Schumacher's Formula One car though, this comes in 3 colours, red, yellow and black. But is it a good-looking car? What do you think? To me it's dramatic but not exactly beautiful. The devil is in the detail though, and there are some lovely touches. I could spend hours exploring this car. Back in the UK for a drive, and to add to the thrill, it's raining and the roads are treacherous. As this car has been supplied by a good friend of mine, it's the 4th one they ever built, I'm not going to be the first person to write off one of the 399 limited run. Never have I been so challenged on the road, especially with the braking, downshift and engine characteristics with zero grip. I'm fed up with these roads, let's head to the racetrack. Race mode at the moment, so it should change gear a little bit quicker. Glorious wail from that V12 Ferrari engine. Little twist of oversteer there just to make sure I'm paying attention. At the moment the traction control is ready to square that up, and I was surprised. It feels quite wide at the back. Fantastic view in your mirrors. Your interior mirror, you're looking at the Ferrari V12 through a hole. And then in your side mirrors, either side, you're looking at the enormous air intakes, and such an experience in here. Now, in a Formula One car, you use these semi-automatic and now fully automatic gearboxes, almost always changing up at full throttle. It doesn't happen on the road, but it does happen on the racetrack. I have to tell you, I've been on the receiving end of thousands upon thousands of automatic shifts in a Formula One car, semi-auto shifts in a Formula One car, and they do not feel like this. It's got a nice blipper on the downshift, but they're much, much faster in the F1 car with straight cut gears and dog ring gearboxes. If you think you're experiencing what Michael Schumacher experiences, you're not. That turns in nicely, but it will just kick its back end out when I don't really want it to, when I want to be getting down the racetrack, traction control cutting in. Let's get rid of that and see what she's like then. A little orange light comes up on the top of the steering wheel to say traction control is off. So now it's down to me to put the right amount of power in. Now that was for me to have to control. The electronics are not going to cut in. I have to say, I much prefer that. I drove this car on a wet road this morning on a leafy lane, and I have to say I found it extremely intimidating because it was difficult, especially with the downshifts and a lot of engine braking, ready to lock the rear wheels on a wet road. In the dry though, it's fine, quite neutral, good turn in, good front end, with that little tendency just to kick out. Brilliant acceleration. There we go, past the pits, down into Old Hall. Now the brakes are really working. Those carbon metallics are really beginning to do their jobs now. This car is nicely sorted, unquestionably done a lot of work on the racetrack. The slow shifting gearbox is the only disappointment. The Enzo is beautifully put together and super fast on the track, as you would expect from Ferrari.